I'm Evan LeRoy, and this is New School Barbecue. LeRoy and Lewis Barbecue is a little blue food truck off South Congress in Austin, Texas that cooks locally sourced barbecue on homemade pits. We try our best to honor where barbecue comes from while respectfully adding our own modern touches. These are our recipes, methods, travels, and stories. This is New School Barbecue. Hey barbecue fans, Evan LeRoy here. In this video we're making some jerk pork tenderloin, and this video was originally published on June 24th, 2020. You're going to see Brad trim a tenderloin out of a middle of a half hog. The only difference that we do from there is that we trim it before we separate the middle from the ham. The tenderloin muscle actually goes pretty deep into the ham, and we want to try to capture as much of that muscle as possible when we're trimming that out. So we'll trim that out first, remove the kidney fat, remove the tenderloin, and then we'll make that separation between the middle and the ham. We also trim it up a little bit better. The one that he holds up after he's done trimming still has some silver skin on it, so we'll try to remove all that silver skin so it's all just like one really nice clean looking muscle. The last thing, and Brad says it himself in the video, we would want to use fresh chilies in the marinade and not just the habanero powder. That makes a really big difference. Those Scotch bonnets, habaneros, they're super floral, so a little bit of that in there will really make a difference in this marinade. We also grill them from raw in this video and in the eater video that Brad mentions. Now we currently put them on the chud box, the direct pit, a little bit. So just to bring them up to internal temperature before we finish them on the grill, just for color. That direct pit is also going to give them an extra layer of smokiness that's really going to increase the depth of flavor. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Check out our Patreon for over 100 more videos, and we'll see you next week.
But before we go any further, I'm going to take out this pork loin, tenderloin rather, which just lives right up here. So it's just following it with your knife. Just kind of using the tip, scraping along the bones. Try not to cut into the tenderloin itself. Just trying to free it. That's an adorable little tenderloin.
So cute.
Basically, to clean it up, it's pretty simple. Got this side chain right here, which can come right off. You can usually just rip it right off. Save that for hash or sausage. Clean up this feathered end. And then to take it down even further, you can just basically remove all this fat. It's usually got a nice layer of silver skin on it that you can peel right off. And that's a very roughly trimmed up pork tenderloin. But you can see very nice meat, really good color on these pigs. Well, we'll save that. Once we have enough of them, we'll cook them off and do a special. Alright, if you saw our eater video, you know that our pork tenderloin cooked over direct coals was heavily featured, and that's what we're going to be making today because I just happen to have a big pile of delicious pork tenderloins. So to get started, we're going to give these a quick marinade overnight for Evan to cook in the morning. And that's going to start out with some allspice berries going right into the blender. I'm going to throw in a good shot of ground cinnamon. Hoo-hoo-hoo. Some habanero powder. Some fresh peppers would be lovely, but don't happen to have any of those on deck. Can anybody find me the top to the blender? Oh my God, it's right in front of me. Just to crack up all of those allspice berries, but I did put the habanero powder in there, so I don't want to remove my hand because that'll go airborne and I will not stop sneezing. 2 hours later. All right, next into the pot, we're gonna put a healthy nub of sliced up ginger, about a 1/4 cup of garlic, a good shot of brown sugar to help balance all the acidity and strong flavors. This is 1 roughly chopped onion, a dash of soy sauce. We'll do a nice splash of white vinegar, not too much, don't want to cook the meat. And then we'll do a good little jug of some olive oil. Help give this marinade a bit of a creamy texture. I think that's going to taste pretty good. I'm not going to add any salt, that way Evan has complete control over how much goes on when he puts the rub on in the morning. But for now, I'm going to get these into a little pan. Whip, and on it goes. Oh, that smells so good. And these are ready to hit the coals in the morning.
A jerk rub right here. This has a bunch of stuff in it, everything from dried rosemary and thyme to garlic powder, granulated garlic, cayenne, some paprika, salts, there's pepper, there's just a lot of stuff in here, some allspice. Got a little bit of pork fat here. We usually use it to toast our buns and stuff. I'm just going to pour some directly over these and then wrap them up. Let them rest for a little bit.